What's up guys, and today I'll be narrating what happened on this battle royale. Now before we get into it, I want you to please subscribe. It helps this channel a lot and I'd really appreciate it. Road to 50 subscribers. So me and Colton decided to drop at Risky Ridges, which is basically an outside movie theater near the school. It normally has good loot, but this time it wasn't that great. So while we wait for my slow self to get there, here's a picture of Striker. So as I drop down to the ground, I finally open a chest and it gives me the worst gun in the game. The starter pistol. Twice. So after getting the worst guns in the game, Colton finds a legendary chest. Like, what? What kind of luck is that? I then spotted some sealed, but I couldn't hop the fence. So for the first time in my life, I had to be a normal person and go around the fence instead of hopping it. So Colton found health, and after taking fall damage earlier, I needed it. And for some reason, it took me forever to actually find his health. Colton is telling me where it is, and I still cannot find it. And I'm looking everywhere, and then I finally go up this mountain and see it. After getting the health, I noticed a blue chest. It would most likely give me a decent gun I could actually use for once. And to make my luck even better, I noticed another blue chest right there. Maybe my luck's starting to turn around. After finding a legendary weapon, me and Colton decided to move on. And while doing so, I find more sealed. My luck's gotten around. Maybe I found a 4-leaf clover without knowing. Straight after, we spotted our first guy. We didn't want to fight him because we didn't have too good a weapon, so we just watched him from afar. We decided to circle around him, and upon noticing there was a second player, which is most likely his teammate, so we decided to go in the other direction. We kept looking in a general direction to make sure they didn't double back and come attack us out of nowhere. And as we're backing up, we made our way to School City without even realizing. Once me and Colton arrived to the school, we noticed another guy. He was very close to noticing me, and if I wasn't fast enough, he would have caught me and most likely shot at me. Me and Colton decided to go kill him, but there was a second guy, and they didn't seem to be killing each other, so they were teammates. We go looking for him, and we cannot find him because the school is a literal maze. And as you can see, there's two footsteps, and they're not shooting each other. And they actually did get a hit off Colton. And funny enough, they only got 1 HP off him. I hid behind this bush in fear, hoping that they would not spot me if they came out this door. And they never did, so we just dipped. We decided to try and get to high ground, but it failed miserably. Colton fell off, and I got distracted, so you'll just see. I noticed a supply drop, but before I could even get off the mountain, 2 people get it, and they start bragging about how they got the mythical sniper. I'm pretty mad, but I just watched from the safety of the bush wearing camouflage. And they kind of just walk off, but trust me, they'll be back. And soon. So Colton came up with the idea to go to the airport. I was pretty hesitant at first, because it's really populated during Battle Royale. But there was a lot of good loot and no sign of anyone, so I reluctantly agreed. When we arrived at the airport, 2 supply drops appeared. One for me and one for Colton. And look at all that good loot. I saw a few legendaries and a bunch of epics. Great job coming out with this plan, Colton. As the supply drop finally lands, it gives me some pretty good stuff. Especially that weapon there, it's really good. With the safety circle getting even smaller, we needed to find camouflage. We have no clue where these last time people are, and one wrong move could be a death sentence. So remember those 2 people that stole the supply drop from me? Well, this is where they come back, and as you can see, they're both right there, and they don't see us at all. We stay hidden for a little bit until we decide to retaliate. So Colton takes the first shot and actually knocks the guy down. So after Colton knocks the other guy, I run over to find the other guy. And surprisingly, he's right there. So I just shoot him through the fence, ultimately killing him.